GamerGobble.
Hello and welcome to another fabulous episode of GamerGobble in our brand new bi-weekly format. I am your host, Ian.
And I'm your co-host, Tim.
Well, he almost was, but then he coughed.
Well, you know what? It's been more than 2 weeks. You better cough up your reasons.
The audio got corrupt on the episode, and we could not be bothered to re-record it, and then we changed our schedule.
Yeah, that's about it. Okay, that's what happened. Sorry we disappeared for 3 weeks.
Yeah, our soundboard got messed up. It still is, but,
Yeah,
we're not spending $150 on a new one whenever apparently it's not even a hardware issue, it's the software.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
not much we can do.
I'm gonna cough again.
Okay, well, we got a few things to talk about this week. It's going to be a big week for games. Let's get things off with This Week in Gaming.
This week in gaming.
Few things that happened in the last bit of time in gaming. The new South Park game, The Fractured Butthole.
Yeah, I get it. It's like butthole.
Yeah, I get it. It came out, apparently it's really good.
Yeah.
I didn't really hear as much about it as I did about Stick of Truth, which people talked about a lot because apparently that game was just a huge deal. It seems like it's still getting very positive reception from fans and critics alike. I'm not going to get it. But I'm going to get the first one eventually.
I'm going to cough once more.
You should cough off camera.
I did cough off camera. See? We're not on camera.
Oh, you're right. We could literally kill each other and it'd be off camera.
Yeah, you just hear a horrible scuffle.
Stink, stink. Oh, it hurts.
Whoa.
That's the sound of me murdering you.
Oh, okay. I have a whistle.
In addition to that, another major game release is Middle-earth Shadow of War. This is the sequel to Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, the
Mordor's
2014, 15 era game. Excellent game.
Batman.
Where you, essentially it was like a mix of Batman, Arkham's Combat with the sort of free-roaming world design and parkour mechanics of Assassin's Creed. And it was really, really good. It's a great game. I highly recommend it. I haven't played the second one yet. I got the first one for like $3 on a Steam sale. It's probably what I'm going to do with this one too.
Okay.
But I am a big fan of the Middle-earth world. I love the works of J.R.R. Tolkien. I will most certainly be picking the game up eventually. This next story... Well, first, Tim, do you have any thoughts on the new Middle-earth game?
Does it take place in the center of Earth?
No, that's not what Middle-earth is.
So why is it called Middle-earth?
Because it was what it was called.
Oh, wow.
You like this game because of its marketing. Specifically, the fact that there was a horde of orcs at
Urks.
Well, I combined orcs and Uruks.
Oh.
Because that is a thing.
Dang it, I thought you just made a funny mistake.
No, I did, but I combined multiple things. But the Urukai, they are the more powerful orcs.
The point is, I liked it because the orcs.
There were orcs at E3, and they were like really, really funny.
Yeah, they're like Mario, and I was like,
they were like, "You are plumbers," because we were wearing Mario and Luigi hats.
Yeah,
and I should have been like, "Well, actually, Mario and Luigi canonically aren't considered plumbers anymore."
In which case, they would kill us, murdered us. They would
wow, killed us. They're like, they're dead. And then one of the other guys would have been like, "No, Hank, they were just kids. Why'd you do that? We're just actors being paid." And then he'd be like, "Oh God, I killed them." And then the police would come and they'd shut down E3 forever.
Oh, I thought they would just hide. They would hide us the evidence by cooking us into those bad tasting chickens.
And then they'd be like, "Hey, hey, hey."
No, that's not what orcs do. That's what Cosbys do.
Oh, but he's really bad. He's worse
not
than
cosplayers, by the way. Not cosplayers. Cosbys.
Does a Bill Cosby cosplayer call himself a Cosba player?
A Cosby what? Anyway,
you get it?
Mordor's.
I'm a cosplayer. Hey, lady, you want to take a drink from this glass? It's not drugged.
We have. Anyway, I only played the one game where you build a castle. That's the only Middle-earth I played.
I've played a lot of Middle-earth.
Not Middle-earth, the only Lord of the Rings I played.
I've played a lot of Lord of the Rings games. They're mostly terrible.
Yeah, you like Gollum.
Yeah, I do.
He goes, "Presh." That was even. It's not even picked up.
It's picked up on the mic really faintly.
Whatever. Okay, what's next on the list of games that we came up with in 2 minutes?
Well, this is actually not a game story, but the net worth, it just came out, the net worth of Gabe Newell has gone up by $1.1 billion.
1.4.
1.4? No,
sure.
it was 1.1.
I could have sworn it said 1.4.
It was 1.1.
I can Google it.
I'm telling you I'm right because
telling
I
you I'm
wrote it
right.
down.
Well, I'm Googling it.
I wrote down the notes as we were looking at it, Tim.
I don't trust you.
Can you not do this?
No,
anyway,
keep going
in
on
any
about
case,
it.
it went up by 1.1 billion dollars.
Which is
from
worth
January. He's now worth $5.5 billion. That's Gabe Newell, the founder and CEO of Valve, best known as the company behind Steam, which is what their money is actually coming from. As well as a lot of games, the Portal games, the Half-Life games, a lot of other series that ended with a second game.
Mm-hmm. And the third one he's afraid of.
Yeah. I'm indifferent towards this.
And he has 2 children.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'm looking up his stats. They're called his stats on Forbes.
Yeah. I'm pretty indifferent. I think Gabe Newell is a coolish guy, I guess. You know, he does video games. He's very rich. I'm not surprised that he's worth this much. Tim, what do you think?
I like Gabe Newell. I like Valve. I like everything he did. And he's cool. And he seems like out of every video game person out there, he's the coolest of them all.
How dare you say that? Todd Howard's probably in Bethesda, Maryland, crying right now.
Oh, Todd, I love you.
We could go visit him. Why don't we get...
But, Gabe here, he
could go visit...
He doesn't ruin DLCs.
Okay, that's it. We're going to go visit Todd and cheer him up.
Okay, we're going to visit...
Bethesda's only a couple
I'm going to walk and be like,
here.
so, Fallout 4, why was half your DLCs...
it so dumb?
Mods.
Yeah. That's it. You know what? Let's go visit Todd right now.
I'm sorry, Todd.
Ditch the show.
You hyped it up, and we loved it.
Because we can. Bethesda's really close to us, which is sort of the joke. It's like 3 hours from us. Not super close.
Not 3 hours. It's less than that.
It's over 2.
Over 2, less than
It's
3.
like 2.5 hours.
Whatever. Point is, we're closer than we think.
If ever we're going on any kind of trip that takes us down south,
In our favorite rocket
we
ship.
invariably go past Bethesda headquarters because it's on the main highway.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the main interstate that takes you down through Maryland, which is a very small state. You cut through it within like a couple hours.
Maryland.
And I always vacation in North Carolina, so
That's
every
where we get
year we
married.
drive past it, and every year I'm like, well, that's where they made Skyrim.
Anyway, that's our opinions on Gabe Newell.
Gabe Newell, you can go drink a sandwich.
I love you, Gabe.
You're just George Lucas in disguise.
Okay, now. Okay.
Why'd you
now.
put Jar Jar into the original trilogy?
He was a really good character for the kiddies.
Why'd you do that?
Sold 4 million more copies than normal.
My favorite Star Wars movie is Episode 2.
Is that really it for the gaming news? I could have sworn we had more.
No, that was all we had.
You said 3 stories. I said more, and you were like, nah.
No, we always do 3 stories. We're going to stick to our format. We're going to get on to Game of the Week. Let's go.
Our first episode didn't have me.
Game of the Week.
This week's Game of the Week isn't really an amazing game, but it's more of an excuse for us to talk about Star Wars. The Force Unleashed. This game came out, I don't know, 2008-ish?
I don't know either. I just know it had a bad boy. Oh, noises on my computer.
I don't think it's gonna pick up.
I'm gonna mute it anyway.
Well, you should.
It keeps happening. Okay.
Anyway, The Force Unleashed. We're gonna be talking about, probably just ranting about Star Wars and making meme jokes.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, we're going to talk about both versions of Force Unleashed because it was released on consoles in 2 different forms. The HD version and the SD version. SD being standard def, HD obviously being high def. Now, Tim and I both played the Wii version first.
Yeah. It was underwhelming. It wasn't like the commercial.
It's a decent game.
The guy in the commercial pulled down the big ship, and it was like, whoa! And he did in the Wii version.
Oh, it's really hard with the Wii remote. It took like an hour with the Wii remote.
Oh yeah, it's super hard, but it's also not as nice looking. It was
the game is good on the Wii. It's a fun game. So
except you can't attack.
No, but you can use cheat codes and play as Lando.
Well, yeah, that's true. That was the only good thing.
No, it's not the only good thing. It was a good game.
Well, yeah, I mean,
it controlled well. The combat was satisfying.
Did you just say it controlled well?
In terms of movement.
Well, yeah, every game should probably have movement down.
You'd be surprised. You forget how many bad games I play.
Regardless, motion-controlled attacks were always iffy to me. I
agree, but it's also why I bought it on Wii.
Really?
Because I wanted the waggle controls for the lightsaber.
But the lightsaber
and for the most part, it did actually. That was part of the problem. It did, but everyone just invariably would start waggling anyway.
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember it following the Wii remote.
Well, it wasn't 1-to-1. But there were set directions for the Wii remote if you want.
Well, obviously, if you swing up and down, it does an up and down attack, and left and right, left.
Yeah,
and right.
that's
obvious.
more than most games did. More than Zelda did. Twilight Princess, at least.
Okay.
It's a decent game. But the main thing is actually the HD version, which we both played at around the same time on Steam when it was on sale last summer. That game's really fun.
Yeah,
The Force Unleashed is really fun on
good.
HD consoles. The PC version's not optimized great, so it runs at kind of a weird frame rate.
Yeah.
Like it plays like a 360 game, even though we're running them on great PCs.
And I got the DLCs this time, which were 10 minutes of.
It was okay.
I don't know.
I liked the part where you killed Luke and he turned to the dark side and you killed him anyway.
Yeah, I did that. It was really whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, we killed him afterwards? I thought he.
Oh no, you become his friend. You're like,
yeah,
oh, you're my boyfriend now.
It's like now you'll be my master. So now my master's master will be taken down by you, and I will be your master. It's a 3-master chain. Emperor over Darth Vader over me, me over you.
And you over Count Dooku.
Oh, he came back.
Yeah, he's just a head on a stick, and he bounces around, and he's like,
"What is he? The Emperor? The new
separatists
Star
must
Wars?
continue their war." Just hops around on a stick, like a little pogo stick.
Well, Grievous, he should come back too.
General Grievous, they reused his mechanical parts for a droid, and that immediately died within one battle.
Whoa, cool.
He sucked. Because General Grievous is dumb. It's funny because they showed what his alien species look like, and their head look exactly like General Grievous's head.
Well, yeah, there's that, and it's like all this
anyway.
crap he went through, and then he's just like, oh, they did die.
Well, he died because he got injured like that because he'd like got into like a ship crash.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know how he didn't die.
Oh
Should've
well,
just evaporated.
He's special. Anyway, Star Wars lore is all fun and good.
Now the problem with the Force Unleashed is that it's really repetitive. Like there's one combo with the lightsaber.
Ow, I broke my toes.
It's mash X.
Whoa.
And you have a bunch of force powers that are really fun to use. I will say that.
Yeah, I like those.
Lifting people
You
and
need
throwing
more
them.
force power, though. I think it's a little too less.
Lifting them and throwing people around is fun. Force choking people when you unlock that is fun. Saber throwing people is fun. Force lightning is fun.
Force lightning, like pulse, is fun.
Yeah, mixing force powers with lightsabers. The combat is a lot of fun. It's just really simplistic. Then it gets into quick time event territory.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the worst part.
I don't know. It's I think it looks cool.
It was the worst part on the Wii version because you had to line it up and then pull the Wii.
Well, the
remote
Wii
upward.
version that was terrible, but like
because you had to on Xbox or PC or whatever. It's it's XBX and you hit XBX. Now on the Wii version, it would show you an image of the Wii remote or the nunchuck, and you had to align it so that your Wii remote and nunchuck was facing the same way as the image, and you had to yank it straight up. Do you remember that?
I think so, yeah.
It made the duels impossible.
Now that I think about it, didn't we also have like a customization thing inside the ship?
Yeah.
And like
it had more.
Didn't?
It had lightsaber customization.
Yeah.
So did the Xbox and HD version. You just did that from the pause menu though.
Oh.
It was a lot easier.
Okay. Well, yeah, but the other way was cooler.
I guess, but you
like
couldn't
you're
change
in your
things.
ship.
Yeah, but you couldn't change things mid-level.
They made a big deal about this being your special ship, and then you never see except in the cutscenes.
Yeah, and it's the hub world in the
Exactly.
It's a menu more of an
but like
menu,
it had everything in it right there.
Yeah, I actually like that a lot. Plus Proxy, you could play as Proxy, the droid, and he could take the form of anyone.
Yeah, that was really cool. Remember at the end when he did it and then you stab him?
Remember whenever he becomes Darth Vader or Darth Maul for no reason, and you kill him? And
yeah,
he's
you
like,
kill him.
Okay, we're friends now.
Yeah, I was confused about that part. It's like, man, Darth Maul, why are you fighting him? And then he's Proxy. He's like, did you actually kill him? And he's like, nah, that's okay.
Yeah, he's fine. He gets back in the ship.
Yeah, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's the final boss fights where you have two choices of final boss. You can either fight Vader or fight the Emperor. I don't know about you. I did both.
I did both too.
I just, saved before and selected a mission. Which did you prefer in terms of the fight? I thought the Vader fight was better because the Emperor fight sucked.
Yeah.
He sat in the middle and laughed and threw things at you, and then you throw things at him and you go, yay.
Yeah, I think the Emperor fight was harder than Darth Vader, but I like the Darth Vader fight better. I don't like the
Darth
ending
Vader fight was
better.
more hands-on.
Well, yeah, there's that. Obviously, the Emperor's the good ending and Darth Vader's the bad and all that.
Yeah.
Like, you get the good ending, it's like, oh boy, everyone survives, and except you die, but you sacrifice yourself, and they all live still somehow through a giant explosion of Force energy.
Well, it's because they're all in the prequel, or the original trilogy.
But then you have the bad ending, and it's just brutal. Everyone dies, and you become like a cyborg that has to obey him, even though you're more powerful. Or whatever.
You become the next Darth Vader.
Yeah, basically.
I thought the Darth Vader ending was more fun, like in terms of being a better boss fight, though.
It was better, but I don't.
The Emperor fight takes
It's a better fight, not the better
years. Yeah, the ending felt fake and stupid.
Yeah. You'll replace him and you'll work for me, and you're not allowed to disobey me because I made your armor force lightning.
Even though you shoot force lightning.
Yeah. Whatever. It doesn't arc back at you. That'd be very, very inconvenient whenever
Even though they
specifically
didn't let Darth Vader force lightning when you play as him. For the exact
speaking of
reason.
force lightning and emperors turning old and stuff, I figured out that actually was it. The reason, remember the force power to disguise your looks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he did that. He disguised.
Yeah,
his
I
looks.
know.
No, I found a thing confirming that. We had a discussion about why.
It's just something that always annoyed me is the fact that, and that's not actually a fully canon thing. That's still speculation.
I could have sworn I saw.
No, it was during the expanded universe. Now it's not.
It was like force.
You have to remember the entire everything except for everything that was outside of the movies in terms of lore.
I know they
got
rid of it. I know
in 2013 or something.
Dumb is all that lore and stuff is just thrown away.
Yep. Well,
dumb.
I mean, it wouldn't have fit in with the new movies because then we would have had things like, do you know that originally in the expanded universe, there was the storyline where the Emperor had an army of clones of his own body, and he just keep coming back and back and back. So Luke turned into a Sith and killed him.
Oh.
Became a Jedi again.
What? He turned into a Sith?
Or the fact that he had a girlfriend who was a Dark Jedi named Mara Jade, who was awesome.
What?
But she wouldn't fit in with the new movie continuity at all. She would
so
make
confused.
no sense. My point being, there's a lot of stuff in the EU that just doesn't work.
Well, I mean, if he kept killing the Emperor over and over again, I don't know. I'm just confused by what you said there.
As in, the Emperor had an army of clones of his own body.
Yeah, and
he would just jump between them.
Okay.
So eventually, he just became Darkseid and murdered his Force Ghost.
Oh. Oh. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah,
okay.
The EU is weird.
Okay.
It's not canon anymore. It was good. And Chewbacca died, not Han.
Oh. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess.
And there were no porgs.
Oh, boy, how unfortunate.
Jar Jar wasn't in it.
I really
Actually,
wanted
he
a
was.
porg.
And actually, the Force Unleashed games were canon in the expanded universe.
Cool.
They were. They're not now, obviously. And I'm okay with that, because I like the game a lot.
Uh-huh.
The story was fun.
What about the second one?
I never played it.
Me neither.
I heard it was bad.
I looked at it. It was like clones.
It was like, oh, it looks exactly the same, but you have two lightsabers.
They tried to do an existential crisis thing, and it just didn't work.
Apparently, you're way too overpowered. The game's really boring as a result.
That's what I heard, too.
Again, I didn't hear it was a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
Just not a very good one. Force Unleashed is a game that is not really good as much as it is satisfying. It's just mind-numbing to play in a good way.
Uh-huh.
It's like, press X a bunch of times and throw Jawas, and whenever you get to the part where you can freeze people with carbonite and then they crumble, I love it. It's a fun
I like
game.
the beginning where he plays the Darth Vader and he just walks.
And he just murders Wookiees.
Yeah,
and
but it's cool.
stormtroopers for no reason.
Yeah.
Okay, how many times when you were going through the Death Star chambers did you get hit by the Death Star's destroying planet super laser beam?
I don't know. I don't know why they keep doing it over and over
But
again.
how many times? I got hit by it 20 times and he never died. He was fine. He just kept getting up.
I didn't. I actually avoided it.
Oh, see, I didn't care. It was
I threw people into
doesn't
it.
do enough damage for me to care. Because it kills all the NPCs in one hit.
Yeah, obviously.
It doesn't kill you in one hit.
I mean, it should.
It doesn't kill you in one hit, though. It just knocks you down. So I would just keep going.
Wow.
And eventually I just made it.
Okay, I didn't. I hidden all that, so.
It was a good game.
Okay. Well, that's that.
What I don't get is how come there was no Gungans?
Well, obviously,
And where was Lando?
people would never complete the mission. They would just stay and slaughter the infinitely respawning Gungans forever.
I wouldn't kill the Gungans. I'd be Boss Nass's boyfriend.
What if they
I'd be
added
like
a
Starkiller
playable
and Boss
character?
Nass confirmed for love.
Playable character, Boss Nass.
Oh, he's my favorite character in Lego Star Wars.
Get the Boss Nass mod.
You know how in Lego Star Wars there's some characters that are completely useless and can't attack?
Yeah.
Like 3PO
Uh-huh.
and Boss Nass.
Yeah.
I like to play as those guys in
Okay.
the boss fights.
Oh.
And then you can't do anything and you're just sort of stuck until you exit the level.
Okay.
Did you ever do that?
No.
You go into because you know how you can play as any character you want if you go in free mode?
Yeah.
I would select Boss Nass and and 3PO. And
Okay.
that silver 3PO from the beginning of Phantom Menace. And I'd send them into the Darth Maul fight and they'd all get slaughtered repeatedly.
Awesome.
It's really funny. I don't know what that has
Sounds
to do with anything, but it's really funny.
Okay. Well, next topics, buddy.
The next one is Hype Train.
Oh, okay. Time for that.
Bet no one can guess what game it's going to be about.
It's going to be hard because it's the week of video game.
It is. There are 3 games coming out on Friday. I will leave it up to the audience to guess which one we're going to talk about.
Yeah, because he's in control of the show.
I'll say what they are. They are Wolfenstein 2, which looks amazing. Assassin's Creed Origins, which
Egypt.
certainly a video game.
Yep.
And Super Mario Odyssey. We'll see which one it is after this little transitional scene right about here.
Yeah, guess what it is.
All aboard the hype train.
So, for Hype Train this week, we're going to be talking about a video game. It's coming out on Friday.
Oh man, now everyone knows.
It's well, you see,
There's only one game on
you're
that
my
Friday.
superstar. We're the
Okay.
ones who've made it this far. I'm flipping the switch. Get ready for this Bubsy 3D. No, Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh man, I was choose the Farpu.
Super Mario Odyssey is going to be the game of the year for me. Almost guaranteed. Almost. I mean, Breath of the Wild could beat it, technically, sure. But I've played Mario Odyssey. The only 2 levels I could have played, I've played. Because I
Just
played
today.
Yeah. At E3, I played the New Donk City level. The Metro Kingdom, as it's actually called, like the level name. Even though New Donk City is the name of the city in the game. And the level's called the Metro Kingdom. And just today, Tim and I both played at Walmart and then at GameStop again because I was being obnoxious. But at Walmart, we played the Sand Kingdom level. Oh my god, this game's gonna be so good.
I think it's gonna be good. Okay.
Tim likes the soundtrack.
I like the soundtrack.
Tim likes the graphics.
I like the sand.
Tim likes the possession mechanic more than he cares to admit.
I guess I don't. It's fun.
Tim likes the way that Mario controls. He said it was good.
I don't like the anti-aliasing.
Tim, actually, you didn't like the aliasing.
Whatever.
Anti-aliasing is what gets rid of aliasing.
That's right.
You're stupid.
Hey, I'm not
You're
stupid.
technical inferiority.
I'm tired.
You have Mario Odyssey merchandise in your house.
I do?
Yeah,
Where?
that lanyard over there.
Where?
The
on
one you
the
got at
thing.
E3.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
E3 lanyard.
They were
Yeah.
Mario Odyssey themed. I also have a
Okay.
Cappy visor, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So Mario Odyssey is a game that is supposedly continuing on in the spirit and the tradition of Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine. I don't entirely know if that's the most accurate statement, and here's what I'm going to explain to you, Tim. What's the difference between Mario 64 and Sunshine versus Mario Galaxy?
Mario Sunshine.
Besides space,
had voice acting.
and besides like FLUDD in presentation. In terms of core gameplay mechanically, what is the difference structurally? What is it?
Paint.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Three-dimensional movement around planets.
No, I said without the gravity mechanic.
I don't know.
It's hard to tell because of the way the game pretends otherwise, but Super Mario Galaxy... How about this? Compare Mario Sunshine in 64 to Mario 3D World.
3D World.
It's much
is
more-
like 2D, but 3D.
So was Galaxy. But it put the camera behind the player and you couldn't notice because of it.
Okay, I didn't notice
It is
that.
just as linear as the 3D World.
I knew there was linear parts to it. I
Galaxy is super linear. It pretends not to be,
and
but
it does a good job
is.
at it.
Now, I think the Galaxy games are stunning.
Even if it is, as long as you don't notice, I've turned the volume back. I'm gonna
Yeah.
turn that off.
Super Mario Galaxy and especially Galaxy 2, in my opinion, people flip-flop on which one they like more. I prefer Galaxy 2. It seems like most people prefer Galaxy 1. Both games are masterpieces. Some of the best games on the Wii. Some of the best games Nintendo's ever produced.
What about Mario Kart?
That's not the same franchise. It's
But
the same
would you
franchise, different
argue
series.
that some of them are more fun?
No, they're different. It's a different genre. It's a different series.
Doesn't matter about genre.
Mario
fun.
Kart's not the same series as Super Mario.
Overall fun.
Overall fun. I don't know. I prefer Mario Sunshine over Mario Kart.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, I'm a weirdo. I actually prefer 3D World over the Galaxy games. I'm probably the only one who can say that.
Wow.
It is more generic. It is less creative aesthetically. And it does less interesting things with some of its level design. But it's so incredibly solid and fun to play through and varied. Like, I love 3D World. I loved every minute of it. I thought, hey, this linear Mario style works beautifully. My favorite Mario game's always been Sunshine, though.
Mine is Mario
I think it's the worst
3.
one of the 3D Mario games. I think it's the worst one, but it's also my
Sunshine?
favorite.
Yeah, Sunshine's the worst.
Yeah.
Oh.
Only if you 100% it, though. If you're just playing it, it's my favorite.
Uh-huh.
I love the way the levels are structured. I love the length of the missions is just right. I love the structure of the game. I hate the blue coins.
I like the music in 64.
I think 64 is a good game, but it is aged for sure.
Mm-hmm. More memorable music.
Yeah, well, I mean, every song except for like a handful in Sunshine was just one song remixed.
Like the only song I can remember from Sunshine is like the
Delfino
main
Plaza.
theme. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's the same. Yeah, but if you
That's
listen,
it.
it's actually every song in the sound. Almost every song is a remix of it.
Wow.
There's only a couple songs that aren't that, and they're all remixes from other games. Then,
That's the only one I remember. So
yeah, if you listen to the soundtrack, it is really good, but it's a bunch of the same song. And the game has the same aesthetic overall. It's all beach themed.
yeah, but that's okay.
It works, but I prefer a little variety. I think 64 a better variety. I just think my problem with 64.
Well, 64, you jump into different worlds. It was allowed to have variety.
Well, here's my problem. You know, I'll go over my problems with the different games and explain why I think
Tropical
Odyssey
Island
is going to be the best one.
Wouldn't have a snow world.
Because spoiler alert, I think Odyssey is going to be the best 3D Mario game.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
It's
And
not-
here,
it's not
and I'll explain
obvious,
why.
huh?
64 controls like garbage.
Well, it was the first 3D good.
It's a really good game. And for the most part, I love how Mario controls.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's super fun to maneuver. I love how varied his moveset is. But he gets really weirdly stiff depending on what you're doing. Sometimes just walking around, instead of just snapping a different direction, he'll do this weird, really long 180 arcs that over like 6 meters and die.
Yeah, but it's more realistic.
It's not more realistic.
Yeah, it is.
I don't turn around by walking in a giant circle.
If you're running forward, you don't just suddenly come to a stop.
No,
and go the other direction.
but you can do it with a skid, which he does sometimes, but not other times.
Do you skid when you turn around from running?
Yes.
No.
No, I don't. I don't know. I don't run.
Exactly.
But look, all I'm saying is the game has aged. It's still fun. I like Mario 64. I don't think it's the best 3D Mario game. I think that's a ridiculous statement. I think it does a lot of stuff I really respect.
Mm-hmm. It's the
but I think-
speedrunning Mario game.
I like Sunshine better for watching speedruns
Oh.
because it's not as broken. It's not as glitchy. There's more.
Well, that's why it's fun.
But there's more finesse in Sunshine, which is still a glitchy, broken game when you speedrun it. It's just there's a lot more finesse in Sunshine. But I'll get to that next because Sunshine is almost it is my favorite, and I think it's almost the best. The only problems it has are in the blue coins.
Blue coins.
Yeah, so to get 120 shine sprites in Mario Sunshine, you have to get all the blue coins. There's only a set amount of them, and they're really annoying to find. And then that sucks. It isn't fun.
I don't know.
Plus, some of the optional... It's all about the optional missions in Sunshine. The optional missions are bad. The Pachinko mission... Do you remember that? Where you go in the machine like it's a pinball game? And you fall down the thing and hit
Yeah.
the pegs? It's horrible. It's almost unplayable.
Hey, at least the story's good. Mario,
No,
you clearly got paint
I'm
over
saying
everything.
it's my favorite, but I'm saying it's flawed.
Okay. Next game. What's the next one in that? There's the Mario
The Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Galaxy's awesome.
Galaxy's cool.
It's much more linear. You're
only
on a
has
straight
one
path.
song I can remember.
Galaxy's soundtrack, if you went back to it, is the best Mario's ever had up
It's
to
a
this
da,
point.
da, 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 da.
Yeah, if you
That
went
one.
back to the soundtrack, it's the best Mario's ever had up to this point. It's great. Galaxy's an awesome game. It's a little too linear for my liking, but it pretends not to be, which is my problem with it. My only issue is that it sort of pretends to be like
Yeah, but if you don't
the
notice,
next 64 in Sunshine. I did notice though.
You see, you did notice, but 98%
Other people
of
don't. Yeah, I think it's because they're just too caught up in having fun, which is fair because it is a fun game.
Yeah.
It took Mario in a different direction. I don't like how he controls as much in Galaxy. He controls perfectly. Don't get me wrong; it's like pitch perfect, but it's a little less free flowing and a little more rigid, which is intentional for the linear level design. But you can't do as much crazy stuff. He's more limited. He has most of his jumps are back. Like he has because 64 you could do a jump, a double jump, a triple jump, a side flip, a back flip, a jump into a dive, all this stuff. Long jump is the biggest one, obviously.
Uh-huh.
Sunshine got rid of the long jump because it had flood and you didn't need it. But it kept everything else.
And then this one had Planet.
Well, Galaxy got rid of the dive,
Oh, hey.
which annoyed me. But, whatever. It's not a big deal. Yeah, you go from planet to planet. Gravity platforming is just fun. It's a really good game. I think Galaxy 2 is better. It stuck less to being thematically appropriate with its levels and just sort of went, balls to the walls crazy.
which worked.
It worked really well, yeah. Galaxy 2 is awesome. Plus, Yoshi was a great addition. I thought they implemented him perfectly.
And Rosalina was cool original character.
Well, that was in the first game, but yeah. The second game
Original.
had, what was his name, Lobby or something, the big purple guy.
I don't even
He was
remember.
like, I'm a Luma.
Oh, okay.
He's like a really fat Luma.
Yeah.
Again, Galaxy 2 I think is great, and that was the transition into 3D Land on the 3DS, which was a game.
Yeah.
A really good game, actually. It's great. It's just, like, really generic. And then 3D World is the sequel to that and does the exact same thing gameplay-wise, but with the multiplayer and with more creative levels. I love 3D World.
I don't know.
You'd love it more if you played it single player instead of multiplayer. Because multiplayer, I tend to throw you into things.
Yeah.
And that's your only experience with it.
Yeah.
If you play it single player, it's just about as good as the Galaxy games, in my opinion. It's a really good game.
He's a mean.
It has, actually, that I like that soundtrack more than Galaxy's. It's just jazzy and good.
Nah, jazzy and good. It's Mario Odyssey
We're getting
time.
to that. We'll get into that next, because it's not all jazzy.
It's
It's all
mostly-
good, but it's not all
It's the only
jazzy.
thing people think of when they hear it right now.
Yeah, it's such a good song.
Uh-huh.
But 3D World, I think, is going to be the last of the really linear Mario games, because it sold well, but it got a lot of backlash
Okay.
from fans, because they're like, we wanted the new Sunshine 64 game, Galaxy 3. You gave us a game.
Okay.
So then the Switch comes along. The Switch is changing everything up. Mario Odyssey. Why am I so excited for it? Simple. It's taking everything I liked about Mario Sunshine and then opening it up more. So
Ooh.
the controls are more free-flowing than even that game's.
Ooh.
Seriously, they are. Like, if you haven't played the game yet, that's understandable because at this point it's not out. Not every location has demo kiosks. And up until this week, you couldn't play it unless you were at an event.
Uh-huh.
Even from E3, I knew that control-wise, it was perfect. But it's partially just the level of polish and detail. Like, I've seen stuff that I wish I hadn't because the game's coming out in a couple days, and I am by no means going to be discussing spoilers.
Okay.
Like, there's no way. So, like, the thing I showed you, not mentioning that.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but good.
The thing I showed you the picture of.
Oh,
Yeah, now you know.
I think I do.
Yeah, I'm not discussing any kind of spoiler material. Nothing.
Spoiler, Mario is Mario.
Oh, no.
Mario has hat with eye.
Oh, no.
Spoiler, there's a desert.
Well, you can. I'll talk about possessing people and stuff. Like, that's not spoiler.
Mario, spoilers, possessing a T-Rex.
But like I've seen some of the unlockables and stuff because it's unavoidable if you're online in the Nintendo community right now. But like the level of polish and detail in this game is stupid good. Unnecessary. Like, okay, you want to know the kind of weird details I've noticed, Tim?
Yeah, go ahead. Impress
How does
me.
Mario usually defeat enemies?
Stomp on him?
Exactly. You know how in almost all the
Or
games...
fireball.
Well, I'm talking about stomping. You know how in pretty much every 3D game you can jump on friendly NPCs and they'll go like, "Rah!"
I guess so, yeah.
You can just hop on them.
Okay.
He has a different animation whenever he jumps on friendly characters. He bounces off them with his hand instead of his feet because his feet is what he uses to kill enemies.
Oh.
That's such a subtle thing. Who cares? But Nintendo did, and that's adorable.
I didn't notice.
I didn't until recently, and I was like, oh my god, that's awesome.
That's cool.
It is. It's little things like that.
It's about time.
I love the fact that there are tributes to classic Mario stuff all throughout it. Just going by, I'm trying to stick pretty much to the E3 trailer and prior. But like a lot of the unlockable costumes are, some of them are original, like the one that I unlocked. Remember the like mafia suit one? Mm-hmm. But there's also ones based off of Dr. Mario and his outfit from Donkey Kong and
other stuff.
the Super Mario Maker outfit. Just a ton of them, and I've seen more. There's some really, really cool ones.
And no microtransactions.
Thankfully.
Wow.
There are a ton of collectibles in this game. Way more than previous games. The previous record holder for most like objective objects, MacGuffins, would be the Power Stars of Mario Galaxy 2, of which there were 242.
And now are you going to say the new number?
I'll say it's over 800 to my knowledge.
Oh, not over 9,000?
Unfortunately, actually no, fortunately not, because I do want to be able to beat the game. Because I'm probably going to try and 100% it. Mm-hmm. But I'm not making myself any promises on that because, oh my god.
Yeah.
And the way it's structured is cool. So there are missions you select, like in the previous 3D Mario games.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's from a menu or whatever, but you select a mission.
Okay.
it shows you a brief cutscene of, the camera panning from the mission to Mario.
Okay.
Just like in Sunshine, just like in Galaxy. You go there. You can find more moons along the way. Unlike the old games, you get a moon, it doesn't send you back to a menu. You're good. You just keep going. And unlike previous games, when you get to your objective and get the main moon of that level...
Main moon.
That's a local restaurant.
That's an inside joke.
It's funny. It's a local restaurant. It continues from there, and you just pick up from there. And because the levels are huge, in case you end up farther from one, you notice how there's checkpoint flags? You can teleport between them freely at will from the map screen.
Whoa, fast travel in a Mario game?
Yeah,
What
that's
is this?
really cool.
What is this? Every other game?
The game's going to be so much fun.
Okay, now talk about the music.
Oh my god.
You forgot about that part.
So, I didn't forget about it.
You didn't say it yet.
So there's different... The atmosphere reminds me a lot of Breath of the Wild in terms of the soundtrack, in that there's a lot of areas with just ambient noise or light tunes, but then it kicks into the real music. Unlike Breath of the Wild, which did that very rarely, there's a lot more of it in Odyssey from what I've seen and played and heard. And the soundtrack's really good. Obviously, the main song people seem to care about is Jump Up Superstar. Perhaps, for a while, it's better known as One Up Girl.
Yeah.
The song's called Jump Up Superstar. Sung by Kate Higgins, though in universe it's sung by Pauline from Donkey Kong.
Which is cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. And the song is really good. And it's actually currently, for 3 days, it's been on iTunes.
Oh.
The only promotion it's had is one tweet, and it's been in the top 40 for 3 days. Which is really impressive for a piece of video game music.
Now, does this Matt Pat's theory that Pauline and the two separate Marios? Did you see that?
Yeah, no, this clearly confirms it's not that.
Okay.
It can't be.
Take that.
Oh, sorry, Matt Pat. Now
Sorry.
give us money.
Hours of research gone.
Invite us to your house
Worthless.
and give us money.
Now, Ian, how about that theme song, the Superstar?
It's really good.
Is that the same in Japan, or is it like...
Yeah, it's the same in Japan.
Okay.
It's
'Cause I
just
know,
one version.
sometimes they change the theme.
Nah. Usually
countries.
vocal themes in Japan are the same.
Okay, so
when
it's
it
in
comes to
English
video
there
games.
too then.
Yeah, Kate Higgins.
So they have
sings
no
it
idea
everywhere.
what we're saying.
They nailed that theme. It's so good.
It is good.
It's really, really good. I cannot wait to get to that level in the game, because there's a level where it's played as well, and I can't wait to get to that point.
Is it not New Donk City then?
It is New Donk City.
Oh.
It's a specific mission in New Donk City.
Oh.
The only two kingdoms I really want to talk about, though, are...
The two that are playable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, even if you watch trailer... Oh, okay. Like, I'll mention, like, okay, there's the one with the dinosaur and stuff.
The one with the forest that looked like Unreal Engine forest.
Yeah.
That's about all I
But-
remember.
There are actually a ton of worlds you haven't seen, and I haven't seen yet, because I'm avoiding spoilers as best I can. But the ones I want to go in depth with it all, the only ones I'm willing to at this point are Metro Kingdom, which is New Donk City, and Sand Kingdom, which is the desert level. The desert level had the cool sunglass men. You threw your hat at them, you put on their sunglasses so they could see the invisible.
You really like those sunglasses.
They're really cool, and you wouldn't come over and look at them. And I was speed running the demo so I would have time to get to them, because it's almost impossible in the 5-minute time limit of the GameStop
Well,
demo.
I didn't want to.
And I tried to get you to come see them. I got to that point in the demo just to show you, and you didn't want to see them. You were like, just pay off your game, because I paid off the pre-order
Yeah,
today.
he took time away from my precious time. I have stuff to do after this.
Yeah, like Shark Tale.
No, that's next section. But I don't even know.
Yeah, but anyway, oh my god, Mario Odyssey looks good. And it's got 2-player mode, Tim.
Oh, great. I could be the hat.
Yep.
Whoa.
Actually, you're right. Did you see it?
You told me.
Yeah, you control the hat. Would you like to
Great.
be that? Or maybe I would be the hat and you would be Mario.
No, that's okay. I'll be the hat. That way you're going to jump on me. I'll just dodge to the left.
Oh, I'd die. And then
Yeah.
you'll be like, ha-ha.
And
And
it'll
I'll
be
be like,
roll
we
reversal.
lost all of our coins. And you'll be like,
Only 10 or 50 or however many it is if you die.
Go, yeah, because Mario Odyssey doesn't have lives.
Yeah. Lives
Also,
don't matter.
This isn't that important, but it's just something I want to bring up.
Mario
They added assist mode.
assist.
What's
mode?
up with Nintendo pandering to, like, the losers?
Hey,
So, no,
don't
listen,
be mean
listen
to them.
This. Listen to this. Assist mode, the whole point of the game is exploring and finding things.
It's to help people. Like
Assist
my
mode adds
mom.
arrows on the ground showing you where to go. You just follow a
Okay.
trail of arrows. And not only that, it doubles your health.
That's cool.
Makes it so that falling doesn't kill you.
So
It puts you in a
it's
bubble.
Mario 64.
Well, you have limited health in this game compared to other. 64 in Sunshine, you had 8 health.
See, so it's doubling the health.
This game puts it back to the. This game has it like Galaxy where you get 3. You don't need that many though,
Well,
because you got to remember everything in 64 and Sunshine usually took like 2 or 3. So it's usually set so that you ended up with about 3 hits.
Yeah, but like we have a lot of younger players now,
Yeah,
and
well,
they need to be catered to.
no, they don't. I played Sunshine fine when I was a kid.
I know plenty of people who would play the auto drive in Mario Kart because they're so bad.
No, you don't.
No, I know like 3.
Really?
Yeah,
That's sad.
yeah. It's not sad. No, it's just they need help because they're just starting.
Well, in any case,
It's like training wheels.
you can probably bet on Mario Odyssey being the game of the week on the next episode. It's such a cool game from what I've played, and I can't wait to get my hands on a full copy. I don't know. Only problem with it, and this isn't a problem with the game, this is just a nitpick with my life. I have college and a job. Those
Yeah.
are both important, responsible things I have to put before video games, obviously.
Unfortunately.
But, listen to this. So, the game comes out Friday. What do I have Friday? I have class until 3, and then work at 5.
Whoa.
I'm supposed to play the game in between then. So I'm going to the midnight launch, and I'm going to probably play it for a couple hours before I go to bed. But I'm not going to be, like, staying an all-nighter playing it, because I'm going to be tired. So I'll probably play it for, like, an hour or two.
You're going to pull a Zelda, beat it in the 2 days, be like, yeah, it was good.
I didn't beat Zelda in 2 days, did I?
Yeah, you beat it really early, and Mary, like, oh, yeah, I beat it already. It's like,
Oh, that's
you
right,
got it.
because I did everything. That's all I did, though, was play Zelda.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, I did my homework, and I would play Zelda, and that was it.
Yeah, and here you go.
I'm doing other things. I'm trying to start working harder on getting content out on Lying Tuna. I'm starting to build up different stock segments for different episodes so I can have a consistent stream for that. I'm balancing a second job again. Like, I'm going to start actually trying to, like, do other things besides just playing a single game, which will kind of hinder Mario Odyssey, which I'm not going to do anything for Lying Tuna on, I decided. You know why?
Why?
Too much content in that game. Like, how am I supposed to record 8 trillion moons?
Do it.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. I did it. He's confirmed. Lying Tuna confirmed.
Lying Tuna confirmed
All
Smash
3
5.
of you, go to his channel right now.
Do it. Subscribe. Or unsubscribe if you're already subscribed.
Yeah, whatever one you prefer.
No, please don't. I lied. Don't unsubscribe or subscribe. Just cry.
Post on his discussion board. Say
Post on the
Lying
comments.
Tuna.
Post in the comments below about how my channel is garbage.
Okay, can we move on now, please?
Yes.
Okay, next time, whatever.
Next final segment.
Whatever that's gonna be about.
Boo.
That's not the theme. Ow. He hit me.
Okay, so for whatever, today we're going to be talking about a topic that is pretty specific.
Not
We're not. It's
specific.
not going to be tied to specifically what I'm holding in my hands because this is too specific. But we're going to be talking about movie-based games.
Oh, I thought you were gonna refer to the Google Pixel you're holding.
No, that's just my phone. We're going to be talking about movie games and how they're always bad. We bought some today. We were at a local video game store, Cartridge Galore. It's a chain in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And we stopped.
You forced me there.
Yeah, I always do. And I stopped in and they had a sale on any rack PS2 games, buy 2 get 2.
No, buy one get one.
No,
we
it was
just bought 2.
It was buy 2 get 2.
It was?
Yeah, you couldn't. It was not buy one get
Could
one.
have sworn I said buy one get
No,
one.
it was buy 2 get 2.
Oh well. Either way.
So I had to buy 4. I mean, I bought 2, got 2 free. So I got some games. We got the B movie game, Shark Tale the game, Veggie Tales, Larry Boy and the Bad Apple game, Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius the game. We got quality video gaming content for GamerGobble games.
Yeah, look
Episodes
forward
coming
to it.
eventually.
Yeah.
You wanted us to finish Super Paper Mario? You wanted us to look at the new Mario game when it comes out? You wanted us to talk about the new Sonic game? No.
No.
No. You want us to play Saints Row? No.
Well,
Not
what?
GTA.
Right.
No real games.
No, real game. No.
Jimmy Neutron.
As long as Ian's here, we can't do
Shark
anything normal.
Tale. B-movie. Veggie Tales. That's 2 tails and a bee.
I
and a
hope
Jimmy
that we
Neutron.
become known as the people who finished the Shark Tale game.
Oh, absolutely.
That becomes our title.
So we bought a couple games because it was funny. There were
Yeah.
some games there that I'm actually interested in playing.
Only $10.
And I was like, wait, there are some games like the Revenge of the Sith game I've always wanted to play, and a couple other games that are like really good. I know. Let's get Jimmy Neutron.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I saw Jimmy Neutron and I said, get it. And Ian was like, yes. And he did. And then we did the same for every other game on the list. Except VeggieTales. VeggieTales is like, I think it's scary, and then we picked it
Yeah,
up.
the animation scares me.
But we saw
How's the asparagus man hold the guitar?
we were finding these other ones, and we were like, this one maybe this one, maybe this one, and they were like, none of these are good. And I'm like, Ian, and I picked up the sales sign, and behind it was the B movie game.
It was a beautiful, beautiful thing.
and that was that.
Yeah. So
Maybe I put the picture
now
up.
these are all games that, let's be like joking aside, they're without playing them, they're bad. It's just safe to assume because movie games are always bad. What I want to ask is why?
Well, it's like video game movies are bad. Movie video games are bad. It's got kind of equilibrium,
Well,
inverse operations.
What I don't get is that these are games that could sell based on their quality. They should be good. Always. Without fail, games. I mean, okay, no, Shark Tale the game would never be good. I'm not gonna beat around the bush on. For all we know, we'll pop it in and it'll actually be like the second coming of Ocarina of Time.
Hey, for all we know, we pop it in and it looks better than the movie.
Oh, I mean, I guarantee it will. But like, I grew up on licensed games on the GameCube. These are all PS2 games because PS2 stuff was on sale. I grew up with a GameCube and on a lot of movie licensed games like most kids do. I had The Incredibles. I had Finding Nemo. Oh God, Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo? Well, have you seen my son?
And then it loads for 20 minutes.
Wow.
I had Shrek 2.
Whoa.
I think everyone had that game.
Donkey.
It was pretty bad. It took like 4 hours to get through the intro because the 3 blind mice, you had to escort them and they'd always die.
Oh.
It's like the worst game. And it was like a beat 'em up. It was really weird.
Sounds cool, like Shrek.
For some reason, I grew up on all these bad movie-based games. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I showed you that one.
I grew up on Mario.
Well, I grew up on the good games too. I played a lot of
I grew up on the good games, but I grew up on the bad games.
Well, yeah, but the bad games left an impact on me as like, wow.
I grew up on the good games like Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas. I haven't wanted to kill anybody, so it's a good influence on me.
But like, for some reason, games based on movies, now this dates all the way back to like the Atari days even. Now, I have a lot of movie licensed games that aren't bad.
Like E.T.
No, it's a bad one.
No.
But like, okay, let's look at, say, Batman on NES. Absolute masterpiece. Great game.
Yeah.
But it's just Mega Man. So,
Okay.
Or Ninja Gaiden, I guess is more accurate.
New Batman games.
They're not based on the movies. They don't count.
Yeah, but they're good.
No, because then all the other movie-based Batman games sucked.
Oh, fine.
Because the Batman Forever game was just Mortal Kombat, but it was a beat-em-up and it didn't work. And then Batman and Robin was like a game, kind of.
Okay.
I guess. It's open world. It was like really ambitious for the time, but it was really, really bad.
What about the Seinfeld game?
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Okay, sure, that's the baseline.
I couldn't remember.
I can't do it. I can't do the slap bass. What was that?
That was a slap bass.
No, that was a cymbal.
Oh. No, symbols are like...
Okay, that was a ting. That's what they're called, right? That's the official term, a ting? Yeah, see that one.
That's a hi-hat.
That's a hi
But I was
hat?
playing a ride cymbal.
More like a top hat.
Oh!
I cracked myself up.
But, like, so many movie games based on kid stuff are bad. Like, The Empire Strikes Back, was that bad game? No, it was just impossible.
Oh, okay.
You got to the final boss, and Vader would just machine gun you with a blaster. I can't get to him. I've never done it.
Wait, what? Darth Vader shoots with a blaster.
Yeah, The Empire Strikes Back game on NES is really hard.
Okay, I could have sworn Darth Vader used a lightsaber.
No, so you get... It took me, like... I can't beat the third level.
Well,
Dagobah, it's impossible.
okay.
I'll play it with you sometime. It's like
Great.
the hardest game I've ever owned.
Okay.
Because there's like the super Star Wars games that are really hard too, but like they're still fun movie games. Like they're good.
Okay.
Even though the third one scared me as a kid.
What about Lego Star Wars?
That game's great.
Yeah, that's a good example.
Lego games are always really good.
Well, yeah, because they're Lego.
I think the best game based on a movie is probably Iron Man 2.
Are you being serious
No,
here?
it's bad.
Okay.
What about Superman Returns?
What about Superman 64?
It's not based on a movie.
Movie schmovie. I want some quality.
But like
game.
sometimes you get a movie game that like defines a genre, like GoldenEye.
That was a good game.
Like, kind of. It's more of an important game.
That was a good multiplayer experience between friends.
You've never played GoldenEye on N64, have you?
Played GoldenEye 007?
On N64, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've never actually played the multiplayer. I have the game.
We have groups of friends. It used to be like a birthday party.
Oh, that's right. You guys played it before I got there that one time.
Yeah.
Because I had work. Yeah, I have the game. I've played through the campaign. It's a fun time. It's a good game. Like, it's aged badly.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it still holds up because it's still basically solid and fun.
Yeah, enter the cheat codes, get all the maps and items and modes and stuff, and then go from there. Because you don't have a card to save the information to. So you just have to re-unlock everything every time.
The game was a cartridge. It saved itself.
Never mind.
You're thinking of Nightfire, which is not based on anything, actually. It's not based on a movie. It's just the generic James Bond
based
story.
on James Bond.
It's also my favorite James Bond game because GoldenEye, for that like older group of kids than us, they're a couple, like usually 3 or 4 years older than us.
Okay.
On GoldenEye, we had Nightfire.
Wow. Okay.
And that game is the same exact thing. It's exactly the same. It's just slower paced.
Well,
With more
whatever.
I like in GoldenEye where you go pew.
I like in GoldenEye where you play the same character and fight Super Ninja.
That was Nightfire.
Other video game movies include
Well, like my point being that there's so many bad ones, which I just can't wrap my head
did
around.
I say video game movies? Or
Yeah, I know what you meant.
Whoops. Okay. Other one.
Like even today, a movie comes out, a game based on a movie comes out, and it's like, ugh. like I was actually really sad that Spider-Man: Homecoming didn't get a game.
No, but they're getting a AAA title.
Yeah, I'm pretty much okay with the trade-off. That game looks great, but like, and I think it's gonna be the best Spider-Man game ever made.
Yeah.
But like, I've been playing Spider-Man games based on the movies since the first Spider-Man movie game came out, and it was okay, I guess.
Okay.
You know, I played it, I beat it, and then they made Spider-Man 2, and that was another one defined the superhero genre.
Okay.
Spider-Man 2 was awesome.
Spider-Man.
But Spider-Man 3 made me want to cry.
Why? Tap dance?
Drink bleach.
Okay.
No, I mean the game. It was really bad.
Oh, I like the tap dance.
I like the movie just fine.
Me too. It had a Venom.
Then Amazing Spider-Man was a good movie that at least I liked the movie, no one else did. I liked the game and no one else did. Amazing Spider-Man 2, I liked the movie, no one else did. The game was really bad and boring and sucked.
So what about every other movie that had, like, when they play the movie and then at the beginning of the advertisements, they advertise the video game for the movie before the movie starts?
Oh, you mean
I've seen
like,
tons of those.
Like what?
Every kid's show.
Like the Hulk?
Everyone.
The Incredible Hulk movie game was almost
I mean,
fun.
look at the 4 we were supposed to be focusing on from the get-go.
Well, this wasn't about those. It was about movie games in general.
Well, these are movie games.
Well,
Shark Tale's a movie game.
they're all movie games.
Exactly.
Well, and we're going to be playing one of them after we record this for a couple minutes. We both want to go be done, but
I don't know. Maybe we won't.
I want to.
I decide. My house, my time,
My games,
my room,
my life.
my computer,
Oh,
my low storage space due to GamerGobble episodes and other unused footage,
my show,
my life,
my life.
my computer.
That is it for this week on GamerGobble. If you enjoyed the show, please be sure. That was a good exit, right?
That's perfect.
Okay. Please be sure to leave us a like if you enjoyed the show, or a dislike if you want Tim to hang himself.
Oh.
If you have any suggestions, comments, or concerns, please voice them in the comments section below.
Our
I
one
sound
fan-
like a chemistry
I
teacher.
want to say that one fan who you promised to complete the game for. We're
going to.
We're sorry. Please be here still. I miss you.
We have
Comment.
to do a lot of work to get to that
Comment,
point.
confirm that you're still here.
Yeah,
I miss
we actually have
you.
to put effort in to get to that point again.
Yeah, it's physically painful.
Yeah.
I have to make myself forget everything that happened so that I can have an original, authentic experience.
Yeah, that's more or less what we're doing.
So-
plus, we just don't have as much time on our hands as we did over the summer. We will again.
Yeah,
eventually.
we will soon, hopefully.
Yeah,
Christmas
well-
break's coming up.
In a couple months.
Maybe it'll be a Christmas
Again, we're gonna keep focusing on
surprise.
smaller stuff until then.
I don't know.
I think we'll finish it before then.
Yeah.
I think before the end of 2017 we'll be able to wrap up the series.
Hopefully. Okay.
In any case, if you
yeah.
enjoyed the show, please subscribe and or follow depending on where you are watching this at whatever point in time that would be. This is GamerGobble. Signing off. Bye.
This is GamerGobble signing off, huh?
Yeah, we're done. We're dead.
No.
This is like a war journal now.
No, it's not.
We're signing off.
It's the show.
Now the nuke's detonating.
No. No, I knew they would do it. No.
And then Tim was dead.
Oh, I was gonna add a
And
bleeping
so
sound.
the life force of the universe was restored.
Hey.
The end.
No, it's me.